Alright, welcome back to Dominions 4. So, unfortunately, my first look footage got kind of bad audio, so I'm re-recording it, but I've already seen and planned out my move for this turn. But let's go through the messages. So we have a messenger from Asphodel. Our leaves droop and roots shrink. Our hold on these lands have wilted away. Our vine beasts return to the soil, and our carrion lords spread into dust. Just remember, from a hidden dormant seed, a vine can sprout. Good luck to you all. Yeah, Dwarf Comics basically out of the game. Alright, we've summoned ogres. We found 2 magic sites in a main. Frozen Flowers, which is a water gem +1, and Corpse Candles Marsh, which is water gem and death gem +1. So thanks for the death gems. There was a battle in Tiosh. Take a look. This is just me going in after Ulm. Let's see. Yeah. We don't really need to see this, do we? Oh, ouchie. Orb Lightning. Orb Lightning got him. Alright, yeah, no casualties. Alright, battle in Gol Ryep. This is me taking back that province. And we have 10 province defense in this one. This is going to be a little bit closer battle. Should be fun. Okay. Somebody's gone berserk. Oh, somebody died. Anyway, there they go. They are angry Einhirs. They are angry. Protection 19. That's nice. But not the most awesome thing. What's with this guy? Oh, he's berserk. He got a scratch and got angry. Alright. So there's Gol Ryep. Alright, battle in Whitewater. And this is just Agartha moving in per our ceasefire agreement. Okay. And a battle in Muspel. Let's see. This is Agartha just taking back per our agreement. Per the terms of our ceasefire. Okay, we have taken control of Darkwoods and met no resistance. Okay, and this is Griffin Spires. Okay, so this is the one where we're going to be facing off against the Titan. Alright, so first, pause. Alright, where are we? Our scouts up here. Alright, so we have a bunch of Griffins. Not that many. Well, enough. What we do have... Well, we got this guy, Panbrust. Protection... I don't know, who did he cast protection on? I don't know. We have our Zeus, the Titan, with a slug of air gems. An air 7, earth 4. Yeah, it's pretty bad. And only 90 hit points, only 90, but who knows what my Pretender is going to have when he comes in. So, because it's probably going to be Fafnir who comes in. Susceptible to fire, but I don't have a lot of fire. And shock resistant, which means my lightning's going to do nothing. Over here we have the Springhawks, and you'll notice they only have 5 hit points, even though their basic are 7. And the reason for that is because it's winter right now, or it's fall, and so they're not as powerful. I believe everything else about them, though, is the same stats. And Ethereal is a big problem, because my troops don't have magic weapons. So I don't know how I'm going to deal with that. The best way to deal with it is, obviously, shock resistance, because this is just damage 6. So if I can get my Van Hearses in here and have them cast protection from lightning and then go in and take these guys out, that'll help. But they don't have magic weapons, so again, it's kind of a push-pull. These line tribe archers and so forth aren't going to be a problem. What I think I'm going to probably want to do is focus on getting troops to surround Zeus and take him out, and it's going to be costly, but if I can get rid of him, the next problem will just be dealing with the Springhawks. The Griffins, 44 hit points is a lot. Attack skill 15 is significant, but we can whittle them down. These guys are going to hurt a lot, but we can get them down. And then these guys are just chaff. So Yeah, unfortunately they've been gaining experience as the game's progressed, but so be it. And the important thing to note is the very first thing they'll do is jump right in there and attack. So that's what they did. And can we take a look at what Zeusy did? Zeusy cast Iron Warriors, which, you know, that's the other thing too, is I'll probably want to hang back just a little bit so he builds up some fatigue, although it's only 15 fatigue that he built up. But better that than having him cast lightning bolts of destruction. So anyway, that's what's going to happen when we go in here. I'm a little worried about this fight, but anyway, total we have in here is 134 units, 61 Springhawks. Yeah, just not crazy happy about that. A fire shield would make quick work of them, but the only person who can do a fire shield at the moment would be Fafnir himself. Yes. I wish I knew what the Dominion strength was in here too. But, alright, let's take a look here. Battle in Stonegrave Mountains. So Shinuyama is finally... What's going on over here? Oh, there they are. Phantasmal Warriors. And he is thugging up his guys. Firebrands. Armor piercing. Yeah. And vine shields. Anyone close to combat will find that the vines will try to hold him still. Yeah. Well, he can thug it up all he wants, but we'll deal with him. But Phantasmal Warriors are no match against magic weapons. Alright, Jibaro, again, we know what's happening here. Okay. Don't think we need to watch that too much, do we? We're running away. Run away, run away. Giving free experience points. That's the only bad thing about 1PD is that you have a fight, and then every fight that you engage in gives you experience points. So, I believe anyway. This is relevant. Our troops in Emerald Lake are starting to starve due to lack of supplies. So my Shark Knights have reached capacity. All right. So let's go ahead and take a look now at what we're doing. So I am moving Urtaku out into White Lake for now, and I am continuing to... Oh, I'm not, am I? Yeah, we're not recruiting any more Shark Knights here. Agartha should be moving this army into Cerulean Sea, and then this army to the Deadlands. And obviously I'm going to use the Mercs here to take back the Sea of Karassos. We're moving Bruce Jenner back into Vanheim. I still don't know what I'm going to do with this guy. I think I'll just move him down to any Umbral eventually. But I'm going to drop off the ring, I guess. I don't know. And then I'm moving Pagubar as well towards NA Umbral, just in case I need to spend some money to build up defenses here. And we have Ratatosk is moving into Tiosh. And what does Ratatosk have right now? Whoops, that's not who I'm looking for. Army setup. Ratatosk has this big group of baddies. So yeah, I've taken all the ogres and so forth that we've collected and put them together in this army. Alright. Everybody else over here is researching. Yep. And over here, my recruitment, I'm going to go ahead and grab another Van Hers and a bunch of Valks. And we'll continue grabbing some Valks over here just as a backup. But I don't think they're going to see action. We are moving these guys back into Emain. That was kind of a pointless little exercise. Over here, as you can see, we are moving basically everybody into Emain. And I'm taking some Blood Slaves. I'm taking all my air gems. I converted my Astral Pearls into an air gem, and I'm taking those. So everybody's beefed up. Zarya's Evil Twin is back to using the Smasher. And yeah, that's what it looks like. I'm not going to wait any longer to make this happen, even though I'd like to give Chodvig like a lightning bow or something like that. And if we take a look at our army here, we can see he's got his Devil, which, you know, I will definitely make use of. We're taking our Boars because this is going to be a big army, and we are going to probably starve a little bit, but we'll do our best with what we got. And as you can see, Fafnir here has a flying carpet, and he has the endless bag of wine. I don't know why he's separate from this other group, but he is also moving in. And I've given him a bodyguard of these 7 skin shifters. And so they're riding on the carpet with him, and then the rest are just the Valkyries. And these guys here are set to guard commander for the time being. They will be better equipped, I think, for dealing with the Spring Hawks. Even though their protection is quite low, they at least will regenerate back the damage they take, although very minor. It's very minor, the regeneration these guys have. Like, what is it, 10%? It's like, it's going to get 1 hit point back, but whatever. It's something. You know, armor is of no use against the lightning, basically, so that's why I'm taking them. They're a little bit tankier, I think, than the Einhirs. Could be wrong, though. Let me know what you think. And, of course, here we have the magic sites that I just discussed, so that's nice to have. And let's see, what else have we got? I think that's it. Everybody else is, like I said, just researching. And as far as recruitment here goes, I'm simply getting a solitary Hydromancer. And that's because we may use them for magic if it comes to it here at Emain. With my research, we are grabbing the last level 3 of enchantment. That's going to give us access to Claymen, which I will definitely want to be using, as well as Strength of Giants. Claymen, again, I don't think they're going to see combat, but if things don't work out, I will probably start using them. Conjuration is next, and we're going to try to get Summon Lesser Water Elemental for use in combat. Even though it's not going to be great, it'll still help. And obviously, I've modified Fafnir to be carrying... He is currently carrying 23 water gems and 7 earth gems. Yeah, we'll stick with that. So he'll summon a bunch of water elementals probably by the time we get to Griffin Spires. So that will hopefully help. And I want the earth gems just in case there's some use in him casting earth spells. Like, I haven't thought quite that far ahead yet. Anyway, we got Captain Murphy and Cess Runner are moving into Might Marsh early, and let's see. Are they going to make it in time? They're probably going to have to go for Chilad. I may stall 1 extra turn, depending. I still got to do some thinking off camera, and I still got some diplomacy to work through with Marcus and Agartha, but I don't know what... Oh, man, it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough trying to take this army out. Like, the worst thing that happens is I go in here with my Pretender and he gets killed. So I've got to figure out... I want to make this grab in the same turn, but the problem is now that I have a ceasefire with Marcus, he's going to be here next turn. He wants what Ulm has, which means he's going to want this throne. And the other problem, too, is I don't want Ulm to get a castle up here, although I doubt that he's building one. So, got to deal with that. Agartha wants to make peace with Vanheim and destroy Ulm, and I want to just take this throne. But I can't let Agartha know that. If I tell them that, then we're going to have problems. So, yeah, I've got to find a delicate way around this, but at the same time, I don't want to get into a pitched battle with them either. I wouldn't mind a pitched battle if I can go defensive, and if you notice up here, I've still got 284 gold left in my treasury. The reason I'm saving this up is because I'm going to be dumping into province defense somewhere. Probably not up here. I think if I can manage it, if I can swing it and grab both of these thrones in the same turn, I won't need province defense here. I may need it here, but if I can get my big army, which will be here next turn, close enough, we'll be okay. I can move them into this province the same turn that I claim the throne in this province, and then any battle that takes place will take place with that army present. And so I'm probably looking at having to put a bunch of province defense into this province, and it's going to be really bad province defense. It's going to be these Turtle Tribe Tritons, which are just garbage. But that's my best hope. But, I mean, if Urmor comes in with these guys, or Shinuyama comes in with these guys, I don't know if he can. I don't know if Shinuyama can, but Urmor potentially could. That's what's going to lose me the game. So I'm taking a big risk here, but that's the power grab I'm going to make. And we'll see. The other guys might let me have it just out of exhaustion. That's not beyond the realm of possibility. But anyway, that's a look at this turn. I don't believe there's anything else for me to really cover. We're not recruiting any units anywhere else, I don't believe. So, I mean, I could recruit some units here if I wanted. They're just chaff, though. As it is, I'm not excited about taking these archers with me because I don't think they're going to be of any use. And, yeah, just continuing to get into position, move my guys down, and get ready. So let me talk about the diplomacy as well a little bit. So I won't go into it on screen with the messages, but basically, like I said before, I have a ceasefire agreement with Marcus Aurelius and Agartha, and I've encouraged him to move his armies up through my seas, and I told him, like, look, I'll let you reoccupy these as a matter of course, moving your armies up. And I think he thinks that I'm being really nice, yeah, but really I have an incentive for making him go this long route, and that is that it will keep his armies from reuniting with each other, which is what I want. I don't want his armies to conglomerate down here and then be a threat. So, for example, he could move this army into Ulm's territory, but I think Ulm is shadowing him and trying to keep him from going on to land. So, if I can get him to move this army in particular all the way up here, then, that'll be fine. Even though this fortress is very vulnerable, of course, but for the tactic that I'm going to use, it's not going to matter. As long as he can't knock this down in one turn, or instantly, which he can't, then it should work out fine. It's going to take some sensitive timing here. Right? And so he's asked me, what do you want? And he's like, I'm only going to get three throne points by taking out Ulm, which I'm like, yeah, so I know you want the thrones then, if you're talking about the throne points you're getting from Ulm. And I haven't mentioned to him that I want this throne for the reasons I said earlier, that I don't want to show my hand. Because if I tell him I'm going for this throne, he's going to be like, hey, wait a minute, what's nearby? Oh, I see. And he might choose to do something else. So yeah, hopefully he's not gonna realize my ploy until it's too late. And so I'm playing nice, and I've said to him, by the way, you should not ignore what's going on up here with Asphodel. And I've told him too that I'm like, my plan at the moment is to move through Ulm to forge a path towards Asphodel. And I told him, I haven't told Daz yet, but I'm going to move my armies this direction and move through his territory to get to Asphodel's territory. And I told him, but Asphodel's thrones, the territory formerly belonging to Asphodel, is far away from me. So you might think about, taking the thrones that are closer to you, because they're closer to you than they are to me. So hopefully I come across as nice and cooperative. I guess this throne isn't that far away from me. But I just want him to... I want to throw as much confusion into my moves as possible, and not let him know what I'm doing until it's too late. Because I'm definitely not interested in taking Asphodel's land. I'm interested in taking this throne and this throne on the same turn, claiming it, and winning the game. And that's my move. That's going to be my turn on the merry-go-round. And if it fails, then I'm going to probably lose the game, but regardless, I'm going to have to turtle. I'm going to have to go defensive and prepare for probably attacks on all quarters, because there's no way, even if I take these thrones, if I don't win the game, there's no way people are going to, there's no way Agartha is going to continue to trust me. They're not going to trust me a second time. So... I mean, it's not a betrayal of Agartha that I'm going for here. I'm just, I've been cagey with him a little bit. This is a ceasefire. We can talk about... and I said, let's revisit the discussion of peace next turn. And, yeah, I'm just not telling him what I'm doing. I'm just being ostensibly friendly. So, that's it. I've shown you research, statistics, Hall of Fame. So, yeah, poor Chodvig isn't on here anymore. And gotta keep these guys off. All that has to happen for me to get, all that has to happen for this to go south is for Ulm or Ermor to attack me. Let's take a look at messages, okay? Oh, I'm not sending any messages. Well, let's send a message to Ermor. Oh, it looks like it's doing the caps thing again. Well, so be it. Ermor, we are pleased to offer you more death gems to repay our debt. Okay. And send magic gems to Ermor. We'll send 1 death gem, because it's all I have. All right. You know what? That might be a bad idea. We'll retract that. That might come across as an insult. I'm not going to do that. All right. So, anyway, that's going to do it for this turn. Thanks for watching, and I will talk to you next time. Bye-bye.